Start by preheating the oven to 180 Celsius. If it's Fahrenheit that you're using, then 350, it's gas mark 4. So next I'm going to line the baking dish. This is a Pyrex glass and it's 13 centimeters by 19 centimeters. And this baking paper is compostable, unbleached and totally chlorine free. I got this from Waitrose. Fold it in half and then using a pair of sharp scissors you can just gently go down the center. So when it's cooled down after cooking, I'll be able to easily lift the cake out. A small amount of butter at the bottom of the dish so that helps it stick down. So I've got 2 organic lemons and I've given them a wash, and first of all I'm going to zest. So this side is where I'm going to grate the lemon, and as you zest, be careful to not touch that because it is sharp, and then turn the lemon between. Once it's white, it's zested. So what I do is just keep turning it as I do it. There we go. And on the inside, you can always get your fingers in there and just scrape out the lemon zest. Use my knife, push this out of the way, and then place it in a bowl. So holding your fingers in a claw, going to slice the lemon in half. So for the cake mixture, let's squeeze that one first. Just press it down and then turn it clockwise and anti-clockwise. If a seed happens to go there, just pick it out. So let's pour this in here. And that's ready for the cake mixture. Then add your butter to a mixing bowl. 100 grams of brown sugar. You can easily cream this together because the butter is nice and soft, but also if you like and you wish to use an electric mixer and you have permission, then please go ahead. When I cream butter and sugar, I get the back of the wooden spoon and I press down, and then I just turn the bowl around as I do it and scrape it backwards. You want to keep mixing until you don't see any more streaks of butter. Crack 3 eggs. I'm using free range and organic. Raw egg. I always wash my hands. Now I'm going to add a small bit of egg at a time. And between each addition, stir it in. And the idea of adding the egg a small amount at a time is to stop the egg scrambling and becoming like scrambled eggs. Yeah. Add this lemon juice to the cake mixture and just stir it in so that we just zested. 225 grams of whole self-raising wholemeal flour. If you're gluten-free, you can use self-raising white flour. So just tap that in. And in the sieve you'll have the whole grain left, but just pop that in too. I'm just going to use a metal spoon to fold that over. So now for the milk. Wholemeal flour is, it's darker in colour and it's also a little bit thicker than white flour. White flour's been processed. Wholemeal flour is definitely healthier, has more fibre. So now I'm going to use a spatula. I just want to push the mixture into the side of the bowl just the edge, and this makes it easy to get into my cake glassware. Just ease it in. So using a butter knife, I can scrape the spatula. Then with the back of a tablespoon, I'm just going to gently push it to meet the corners. You can swirl it in the middle. I've taken it out the oven and skewered it. Looks about done. Yep. Now with lemon drizzle, if you just get a skewer or a chopstick and push holes into it, don't touch the glass obviously because it's going to be really hot. Then the lemon juice that we melted on the hob, I'm just going to pour this over the top. Lastly, using a sharp knife, you can slice a thin piece of lemon to add as decoration on top of the cake. The taste test. Lemony and wholesome. Carefully go along the lemon, slicing thin strips, not too deep, you just want the top layer of the lemon. Slice the lemon zest into nice julienne strips. For the frosting, I've got 250 grams of mascarpone cheese. If you wish to use ricotta, which is lower in fat, then please do. Adding 1 heaped tablespoon of icing sugar. So again, pushing the electric whisk down into the bottom of the bowl and so adding the lemon zest and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Cake on oblong plate, preferably flat, or even a chopping board makes it easier because then you can maneuver it about a bit and turn it around when you need to. So I'm just going to slice this part of the loaf. It looks good when it's a lemon drizzle loaf, but I think for the purpose of icing it with frosting, it's nice to have a bit more of a flat surface. We're just going to layer this on, but when you layer it, just gently place it on top and try not to push down too hard, and you don't touch the cake with the palette knife. If you start touching it, then it tends to gather together. crumbs of the cake. And after we've covered the cake, I'm going to put it back in the fridge to chill. And then just do a little bit at a time. And then again, back towards me. Hold the palette knife very gently, run the palette knife around the edge. I mean, I'm hardly applying any pressure at all, I'm just smoothing around the edge. And if you find that some of the icing comes off like it has there, just get a little bit of icing and patch it up, or frosting I should say. So I'm putting it on the bottom shelf of the fridge to chill. So it's been chilling in the fridge for about 30 minutes, and this was left over as well. So I'm just going to go around the edges and do the corners. And you know, this is where you have creative control over your cake. I've just removed a seed from the centre to pop that on top. So you can serve it straight away, but store it in the fridge and eat within 3 days, and it can also be frozen. Bon appetit!